Hi, my name is Bo and I'm a yoga teacher, and I'm joining you today to talk about feelings and emotions. I know that's kind of a big topic. We're not going to talk too much, just enough, and then we'll do some yoga poses. And we're going to start with a breathing exercise. This one is called ocean breath. Ocean breath is good for relieving tension in your neck and jawline, and for calming your mind. I'm going to demonstrate ocean breath with arm movements, but you can do it with or without the arm motions. It's completely up to you. So find a place where you can sit up tall. So for the demonstration, I'm going to bring my arms by my sides. You'll be inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. So inhaling through your nose. If you're using your arms, sweep them up overhead, maybe look up. As you exhale, make the sound of the ocean waves receding and lower your hands from the center of your body back to your sides. So now we'll try this together. Arm motions, no arm motions. Inhale through your nose, sweep your arms overhead, sigh your breath away, making a sound like a wave receding as you lower your arms, hands together down the front of your body. Let's take 10 breaths together. Three more. One more breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it away through your mouth. Now you may feel a little calmer in your mind. We can have a discussion about feelings and emotions. When you are happy, where in your body do you feel it? Is it in the smile on your face? A warm sensation in your chest? How about when you're nervous? Maybe you feel butterflies in your belly? It is important to recognize your feelings and emotions and how they show up in your body. The word feeling was originally used to describe the physical sensation of touch, but is now considered to also describe experiences. Have you ever thought or said, I have a funny feeling about anything? Sometimes it is a funny feeling, almost like intuition. Or it could be a bad feeling, such as suspecting you have a surprise quiz. Or a good feeling. Maybe you thought there might just be ice cream waiting at home. Emotions are nervous system reactions in response to your interpretation, how you feel about experiences. Emotions often cause physical responses, such as laughing or crying, or maybe making your breathing or your heart rate speed up. Do you think it's possible to not react to an emotion or a feeling? To simply notice and observe the feelings and sensations, especially the negative ones? All things in life do come and go, like the waves in the ocean. you have the ability to choose whether or not to react and how you react. Sometimes all you need to do is pause a moment. So now that we've talked a little bit about feelings and emotions and where you feel them in your body and how they can cause you to have changes, we're going to move through some yoga poses. And as we do, take a little time to notice how you feel in some of the poses. Some poses you might feel really good. Sometimes you're getting a nice stretch, or a pose makes you feel strong and healthy. Some poses might be a little more challenging, maybe only today or maybe all the time. And notice how you feel in those. Is there any way you can maybe change how you feel? Instead of thinking it's something that's challenging, oh, I don't feel so good in this pose because of whatever. Find an aspect of something that does feel good. Or know that next time this pose comes around, maybe you choose not to take it. So we're going to start with some sun salutes. Sun salutes C. These are a little different. There's an A, a B, and a C. And this one's personally my favorite. So come up to standing. And I'm going to turn myself sideways. Start with your feet parallel, about the width of your hips. Maybe take a moment to rock back and forth, find your balance. And then when you're ready, inhale, sweep your arms above your head for salute pose. Exhale, fold forward. Generous bend in your knees so you can plant your hands on the floor. And you're going to move your left foot first. Step it back. Now here's a choice. You can keep your leg extended and your knee up off the ground for a crescent pose, or lower it to the ground for dragon. Lift your arms up high wherever you are. Exhale, place your hands back down. Another choice. You can come to table or plank pose. Wherever you've chosen to take yourself, lower all the way down to the ground. Cobra pose. Follow an inhale. Draw your shoulder blades back toward each other and lift your chest. Exhale, lower your body back down to the mat, coming into downward dog. You could choose to lift up through table and then straighten your legs, or straighten your legs and step right back. Take one breath in down dog, and then moving your left leg forward, plant your foot and choose high lunge or dragon. Place your hands back to the ground. Step both feet together for a forward fold. Then with a nice bend in your knees, rise back to salute. And we'll go to the other side. Exhale, fold forward. Generous bend in your knees to plant your hands on the floor. And step your right foot back. Now you can take a high lunge or a low lunge. Wherever you are, reach your arms high. Place your hands back down to the ground. Either bring your knees together for a table or stretch your legs long in plank. Wherever you are, lower your body down to the ground. And you're going to lift your chest for Cobra by pulling your shoulder blades toward each other, pressing into your hands. Cobra pose, let it go on an exhale. And making your way to downward dog, curling your toes under, and either rise to your knees or straighten your legs and lift your hips to get there. Now your right foot is going to step forward again. Take your gaze up to your hands, let your foot follow. High lunge or low. Lower your arms again to the floor, and you're going to step your feet together, little fold forward, big bend in your knees to rise back to salute. We're going to do that one more time on each side. As you're ready, sweep your arms above your head, salute pose. Exhale, fold forward with a bend in your knees enough that you can place your hands on the ground. Step your left foot back. high lunge or low, reach your arms high. And so you can make changes with your choices, depending on how you feel. Place your hands back to the ground. Step your knees or your feet together. Lower down to the ground on an exhale. On an inhale, draw your shoulder blades back toward each other to lift your chest for Cobra. Exhale, release your body back to the ground. Curl your toes under and make your way to downward dog. Take a breath. And then your left foot steps forward again, right next to your left hand. Lift your arms in a high lunge or a low. Placing your hands back to the mat, step your feet together. Small fold forward, big bend in your knees to reach your arms high above your head and salute. And now one final time to the other side. Exhale, fold your body forward. Place your hands on the ground and step your right foot back. High crescent lunge or dragon pose with your knee to the ground. Lift your arms. Place your hands down on the ground and choose table or plank. Lower your body down to the ground. Pull your shoulder blades back toward each other to lift your chest for Cobra pose. Release your body back to the ground on an exhale with your toes curled. Either make your way through table to down dog or straighten your legs and step right to it. And this time, again, your right foot steps forward. Come into a high crescent lunge or lower your knee for dragon. Bring your hands back to the floor. Step your feet together in a little fold. Then bend your knees, rise to standing, salute. Bring your hands back to your sides. Great job. Now we're going to go through some more standing poses. That was a little warm up. Maybe your body's feeling a little bit looser, a little bit ready for some more action. Coming into mountain pose. Again, drawing your feet parallel, about the width of your hips. It's about this far for me. Reach your arms down by your sides. Stand tall in mountain. On an inhale, reach your arms above your head for salute. Folding forward, making our way back to downward dog. Take a fold, bend your knees enough to lower your hands, and then step one foot, then the other. Doesn't matter which one, either foot. Now we are coming into dragon pose. Draw your left foot to meet your left hand, bend your knee, lower your right knee to the floor. Big lift. Now we're coming into sail pose. Lower your right hand down to the floor. Take your left leg, sweep it behind you. So your right knee's still on the mat. Now your left leg is long. You're on your right shin and your right hand is down. Lift your left arm high. This is sail pose. If you're feeling like you'd like to try something today, maybe, give your left leg a lift. And see how that makes you feel. Then when you're ready, we'll come back to dragon pose, sweeping your left foot forward again. Turn your body toward the floor. Bring your hands to your hips as you rise up. We're going to come into crescent lunge. Curl your back toes under, follow an inhale, straighten your back leg. Now twisted crescent, reach your arms high above your head, then draw them out to the sides in a T. On an exhale, twist over towards your bent leg. Twisted crescent. Now we're going to come back to a runner's lunge and take a yoga hop. On an inhale, turn your body forward. Plant your hands to the floor. Now, you've got a couple of different ways you could do this. You could take a little bounce and you're going to switch your feet. But you could also step back and step your other foot forward. But again, see how you feel. Maybe get a little bounce and hop. However you switched your feet, your right foot should be forward for dragon. Lowering your left knee to the ground, reach your arms high above your head. And coming into sail, lower your left hand to the floor, sweep your right leg behind you, and lift your right arm high. Coming back to dragon, the leg that's straight, unless you want to take a little play, you can do that too. Sweep your right leg back to the top of your body. Your knee is bent. Rising into dragon and coming into crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your hips, curl your back toes. Follow an inhale to lift you up by straightening your back leg. Coming into a twist, reach your arms high, then spread them wide. Follow an exhale, turn your body toward your bent front leg. Maybe notice how it feels in this balance pose. Twisting adds another whole new element. Coming back to crescent, making your way back to downward dog. Lower your hands to the floor and step your right foot to meet your left, and now you're back in down dog. Coming to the top, walking your feet slowly forward to meet your hands, taking as much of a bend in your knees as you like. Take a little fold forward. Then on an inhale, reach your arms high for salute pose and lower them by your sides. Now we're going to take a balance pose called eagle. We're going to start with an active right leg. So pour your weight, kind of rock back and forth on your left foot until you feel really solid. Notice maybe the surface underneath you. Are you on a carpet? That might feel a little squishy. Are you on a nice firm floor? Sometimes it's easier to balance that way, but notice how you feel in this balance pose. So for eagle, there's an arm motion and a leg motion. When you feel ready, cross your right leg in front of your left. You can come to your toes like a little kickstand, but squeeze your legs toward each other. Maybe get a little bend in your knees. That's your leg motion. The arm motion, reaching your arms wide. You have two choices here. Your right leg is on the top, so your right arm will be on the bottom. Crossing your left arm over. You could reach your hands around behind you to give yourself a little shoulder hug. This is one thing you could do. If you like, you could also, keeping your elbows just where they are on your shoulder hug, you could reach your arms upward. Take a breath in, a long breath out, and on your next inhale, take a big, wide opening release. Then we'll take eagle to the other side. So this time, it's an active left leg. Find your balance on your right foot. Maybe shift it around a little bit. Maybe step to a different place. Then when you're ready, cross your left leg over your right. Get a little bend in your knees. Maybe decide whether you want to keep your whole foot down, or if you'd like to come to your toes, maybe even the tip of a toe. And then add your arms. Make a big T, reaching them wide. This time, your left arm is going to go on the bottom, so cross your right arm over it. Maybe a big shoulder hug. Maybe that feels nice for you. Maybe you'd like to open your arms a little. Maybe. This is a possibility. Try it. See how you feel. How do you feel physically? Squeezing your legs toward each other to keep you nice and tight and balanced. Big inhale. Big exhale. And then when you're ready, follow your next inhale. for a nice big release. Open wide and let that go. Now making your way to a seat any way you'd like to arrive. Coming into butterfly. This is a hip opening pose. Draw the soles of your feet together, and you can choose to push your feet away, or you can choose to bring them close to your body. If the soles of your feet are not making friends today, keep them as far apart as you like. Sometimes you can hold on to your knees, your shins, feet, or even your toes. For butterfly, press your knees down toward the ground. That's what holding helps with. Sometimes if you can hook your hands under your legs or your shins or your feet, you can lift up with your arms, and that helps to press away with your knees. This also helps you keep nice length in your spine, sitting up tall, using good posture. I'm going to stay 3 breaths more in this butterfly pose, and then we're going to flap your wings. One more long breath. And then start to move your knees up and down. You could go slow, or you could go as fast as you like. Take one more breath in butterfly pose. And then when you're ready, bring your butterfly wings to stillness and start to fold forward. Maybe a little bit, maybe a lot. Maybe noticing some sensation on the insides of your legs, stretching. You can bring your hands down to the ground if you like and walk your fingers forward. This is something you could do, maybe. I'm going to stay 3 breaths in this hip opening pose. This is really good for people who sit a lot. 1 breath longer. On an exhale, take your pose a little bit deeper. And then inhale to lift it back up. Now coming into twisted pretzel. So cross your legs or come sitting on your shins, any seat that's comfortable for you. With your arms by your sides, take an inhale, reach your arms high above your head. Interlace your fingers and then turn your palms up to the sky. Get a nice stretch. As you exhale the next time, twist your body over to the right. When you've twisted as far as you feel comfortable, then let your arms lower down and you can hold somewhere to keep your body twisted. Take a long breath in and a long breath out, sighing it away. On your next inhale, reach your arms up high over your head as you bring your body forward. Interlace your fingers again. Open your palms to the sky. Follow your next exhale, twist over to the left, twist as far as you feel comfortable. Then let your arms release. You can use them to hold you in place if you like. Big breath in. Let it sigh away. Reach your arms overhead one final time as you bring your body back forward. Interlace your fingers, long stretch. And then letting your arms come back by your sides. We'll take 3 ocean breaths together. Moving toward restoration. Inhale through your nose. Sigh it away through your mouth. 2 more. Inhale. One more. Now come to a restorative pose of your choice. Sitting upright in a comfortable seat, lying down on your back or on your side, any way you would prefer. Come to stillness and notice any feelings or emotions you've had about this practice. Thank you for practicing yoga for feelings and emotions.